college is a thing that exists, and every year thousands of students are obligated to sink mountains of money into it anyway. Yippee! Okay, for real, I'm not gonna dedicate this entire video just bashing college. That would be too easy. Even though I could, I won't.
Wow, look at you, not being cliche. You deserve a medal.
I know, I'm basically an advocate for, picking topics. Huh. Go me. No, but really, as of right now, I think college is just this anomaly that I won't truly get to know until I'm actually in college. Go figure. Considering that I recently graduated high school, that's incredibly soon. And surprise, surprise, I'm terrified. Throughout pretty much all of high school, everyone amps up college as this gigantic step that needs to be taken super seriously. And yeah, for most people, college supposedly prepares you for the real world, you know, with crippling debt. But I feel as if nobody actually talks about college life in full detail. It's all surface level knowledge. Like, tuition sucks, college textbooks are so expensive. And make sure you focus on those college courses because college parties are really something. Okay, I made up that last one, but I hope you know what I'm getting at. I'm gonna tell you what high school has taught me about college. College wasn't even a thought back then. I was still trying to get used to not seeing little kids using lockers twice their height. I went to a K-8 school, so I technically never went to a middle school. Teachers and counselors are trying to get us to start considering college at age 15 and 16. Clearly that didn't work on me. Reality is starting to creep in. I'm not a fan. Counselors are now starting to get the ball rolling by having presentations and assemblies. I don't remember the exact details, but it was very surface level. Basically, they were describing options after high school, you know, college, military, gap year, etc. And that was it. I learned nothing new about college, other than, what do you mean college is in 2 years? But that summer before senior year, I went on campus tours. Not really the ideal way to spend my summer, but whatever. I desperately needed any knowledge I could get. And this is when the college process actually started for me. And you want to know a teeny tiny secret about these tours? They all say the same thing. I'm not joking. I went on a total of 6 campus tours, and I can confidently tell you that it does not matter if it's a state college or an Ivy League school. The only unique aspect within these tours is the actual campus. Spare yourself the hassle. Unless you're dying to see their very unique library, you won't be missing much. In the end, I'd go home with random pamphlets, college branded goodies, and confusion. So what did I learn about college at age 17? Well, I can confidently say that I was not ready for college at all. Yes, exploring a typical campus did give me a sense of college life, at least from the outside, but at that point I still didn't know the difference between financial aid and scholarships. Life just needed to slow down. I feel like if I blinked, I'd already be filling out college applications. And oh, would you look at that? That did happen! By the time September came by and snatched away my precious time to be lazy, counselors immediately hit the ground running for us seniors now, I guess? I was completely scared out of my mind for the imminent doom that was the college application. Because everyone loves filling out applications, I had to experience firsthand the cumulative mess that is applying for college. Keep in mind, everything had to be done before the new year, so it added a ton of stress that I totally needed more of. Real fun. As much as I complain, there's no avoiding this when you're applying for college. I do have to admit, this stressful time gives you a glimpse of actually being responsible. I wouldn't say I was completely capable at the time, but I'm glad it didn't implode in the process. So, it's a new year. Hey, happy new year, yeah. And I'm pretty much done with that whole mess. And yes, I finally knew what a scholarship was. Now's the time to relax as a senior, right? No. My schedule wasn't as packed as last year, yet I still had to dedicate my entire night to homework. And that's thanks to 2 infamous classes, calculus and computer science. Now, I only mention these classes because not only were they hands down the most difficult classes ever, the teachers would also remind us about college life. My computer science teacher definitely showcased more about college than my calculus teacher, but this is the only time I can complain about calculus all I want. So yeah, calculus, you're rude. Now go stand in the corner and think about what you did. All computer science classes were taught by one teacher, which I took for 4 years. We used a textbook that taught us the programming language Java. Huh, so that's what that coffee thing is for. For every year we used that textbook, my teacher would always gloat that this was the best textbook he's ever seen because apparently all the other college textbooks suck in comparison. And that terrifies me because I don't know if you noticed, but I'm gonna have to use those sucky textbooks in September.
Hey, maybe your teacher lied so that you read the textbook more.
I wish that was true, innocent viewer. Bring in the visitors. Every single year, random visitors who had my teacher before would stop by his classroom, and my teacher would give them the spotlight, asking them questions about college and jobs. They were either in college or in a well-paid job in their 20s? Like, how? It was very impressive and intimidating what they had to go through. The vibe I got from them was, in college, you're on your own. You're basically required to learn by yourself, and if you want help, professors won't budge, so you have to annoy your classmates who are just as swamped as you. If you don't study 24/7, you fail. In life. Seriously, what they described did not ease my fear of college at all. It's such a competitive field. Courses seem to fly through sucky textbooks in such a blinding pace on top of projects that require zoom rounds of work in a curriculum with only a few grades and then a final, and if you want to continue with the major, this process repeats over and over for 3 more years, along with internships, along with other courses, along with having no social life. Can you tell I'm not looking forward to college? As a senior taking his advanced class, I feel like I caught a glimpse of college work, and I don't like it. Why? Because it was an after-school class every Monday and Thursday. So not only was the work so excruciatingly long and difficult, but it was cutting into our homework time as well. Don't believe me? Class would run from 5 to supposedly 8:30, but most of the time we would leave around 9. Luckily not AM, it was PM. Combine that with completing a chapter every 2 weeks along with assignments from some of the hardest chapters in the textbook. It was a lot to handle, and this went on for the entire fall semester. Keep in mind, seniors had to complete college applications around that time too. Just a nice cherry on top. The latter half of 2017 was just so stressful and overwhelming that to this day, I still don't know how I got through that whole mess. I ended up not taking the spring semester class that was still after school because I knew within myself that I could not handle any more of that class. And for my teacher to say that the after school class only gave us a taste of computer science in college, I'm not ready. How do college students make it out alive, especially with degrees in computer science? Like, was my teacher just bluffing? Please, I need to know. Now trust me, I'm not the smartest, most diligent student out there. There were plenty of students from that class that were leagues better at computer science. But if I can clearly tell that they're suffering as well, can you really blame me for complaining? Maybe a little, but the point is, right now, I see college as this unrealistically difficult chapter in life and I don't feel prepared. Aside from the monstrous courses, I'm not ready to be independent. You're thrown into isolation called campus, apparently. Your parents aren't around, so you have to do everything yourself. So if you missed your shuttle to class, that's on you. Most likely not all 400 seniors from my high school are going to be in the same college, so I have to meet new humans. College parties are a thing, but apparently not all of them play Mario Party, which is treason? I don't know. It seems odd to be thrown in such a fundamentally different lifestyle within a few short months. Somehow other people aren't freaking out the same way I am. A friend of mine was much more chill about college. He didn't think it was that bad because you have much more freedom in choosing what classes to take. But like, if your major is the epitome of stressing your brains out, I don't exactly feel the same way. That same friend's cousin is actually in college, and their college life is completely different from what the computer science speakers had to say. His classes are apparently easier, he doesn't have to wake up at 6 AM every day, and only goes to a class once a week. Now, chances are he's not majoring in computer science, so I probably won't experience that fantasy. I didn't ask, so I don't know. Another friend was, dare I say, excited for college because they had a chance to get away from their parents, which is all I'm gonna say. All of these perceptions have manifested my view of college into something. And here we are. My last summer before college. That sounded way more dramatic than it needed to be. But this is truly the calm before the storm, right? The storm of stress and student loans and real jobs and... I'll just end it there. I'm trying to enjoy this quaint period of time before I have to face the reality with back-to-school shopping. I don't know what to do besides waiting. So why am I doing this to myself? If there are so many success stories without a college degree, why don't I just stop torturing myself and just not go to college? Well, frankly, I would not survive in the real world. If I'm this worried about college at this age, imagine me out in real life. As much as I feel so unprepared for college, it will only help me grow tougher. Despite how mentally taxing it was, that after-school class really taught me how to work with others because honestly, we needed each other. I wouldn't be surprised if I have to do the same thing in college. So, I feel like I've complained long enough. Although I still haven't learned much about college life, I might as well share what little I have learned because chances are, some of you are in the same position that I was. Just in the dark about everything, scared for the future, feeling hopeless, not feeling ready enough. Well, I'm here to tell you, you probably won't ever feel ready. But hopefully what I have learned from high school will help both of us survive college. Okay, do not miss deadlines. I cannot emphasize this enough. There's always someone to ask. High school has you spoiled, where everything you need is in the same building. With campuses generally being so spread out, you won't have that privilege anymore. I still struggle with asking for help, but very soon I'm gonna need to ask a lot. When you're working, make sure it's the only thing you're focusing on. I can't describe how hypnotic it feels to be so focused on your work that you just feel numb. In a good way. I definitely could use this in college. And finally, no matter how much you're struggling with homework and tests and AP exams and SATs, all of them will pass by, and there's gonna be one day where you won't have to think about them anymore. So just hang in there. I would know. You're gonna be fine. I'm sorry that I've been so whiny when I'm not even in college yet. Admittedly, I'm being a little dramatic. It is a big step for me, going from being around your parents every single day to suddenly being on your own. All I can do is wait. In the meantime, I'm gonna go binge on YouTube while I still can. I hope you enjoyed me complaining a lot. No, seriously, thank you for watching. I don't know how to end this, so stay in school, kids, so you can panic about college later. Okay, that's enough. Bye. My computer science